I think if people are making what they want to make, it's up to the audience to decide what works for them and what does not. Frankly, Kabir Singh worked.
It did.
And you're not trying to act funny, right?
That's
So,
true.
like, that's what. Like, चूहे मारने की दवा खाने में डाल दे, जिंदगी भर दारू नहीं पिएगा. You're not
Yes.
cracking a joke. You may
It's
find
not.
it very funny as an observer.
A sequel to this story because I am completely invested in Shamsunisa and Zulfi's love angle. I want to see where it goes. Tell me.
अभी नहीं है. I don't
Huh.
know.
But that reminds me of a conversation I had with Alankrita Srivastava recently. And she told me how there was a time when she was the only woman behind the scenes on a set. There was that time too. Barring a few makeup people, makeup team, but she was the only woman. Tell me, how has the experience been for you? And do you think we are on a better path now?
Definitely, we are on better path. I don't see it as a gender thing. I feel women should tell women's stories, women should tell men's stories. We had a lot of women on set. I think now there are a lot of people, a lot of women on set, behind the camera, in front of the camera, obviously,
Yes.
but also in studios. In Netflix, there are so many women. In Red Chilies, with Alia's team. I mean, I think now it's much better now. Yes, more women need to come out and tell women's stories and men's stories, please, and all kinds of stories. But I think it's different now. I have not been on a set where I'm the only woman. That's I've not experienced that. So I know how it can be. I can't imagine how it can be. But yeah, right now, even in our team, like it's not just costume, right? It's even our team. My art director is a woman. She had 2 female assistants. My ADs, they were women. So now I think it's much, much better. It needs to get better than this, for sure. I think more women coming out and joining the industry will help. Yeah.
It will. It definitely will. That's so true. And this shouldn't be about gender, right? It should be equal for all. Whoever wants to tell a story should come out and tell a story, right?
I think, yeah, everything is on merit.
Yes.
While I want, of course, while we want more women to work, but everything is on merit, for both. I mean, whoever deserves the job best should be given the job. That's what I
so
think.
true. That's so true. But coming back to Darlings, tell me, where does the humor come from, yeah? The funeral scene. Where does all that humor come from?
Yeah, dark humor is a thing. So, in like my family also now, I think, has a sense of dark humor.
Okay.
I watch a lot of dark humor films, Fargo, all of Coen brothers. I'm not saying any of that is an inspiration for Darlings. It's not, but like I love Fargo. I love the series. I love the film. It blew my mind the first time I saw the film Fargo. That kind of humor is it's so real, actually.
It is.
And like I also saw growing up that in funerals and however sensitive you are towards what has happened, and nowhere I'm undermining the emotions or the people, but sometimes you crack jokes. It's a form of stress relief, actually.
Yes.
In the most stressful environments, a day or two later, sometimes you just crack some random jokes and people do laugh. It's proven, right? So these things happen, and I just saw this happening, like women discussing some very random things. So I used to see, growing up, I've seen a lot of dark humor, or you tend to observe it as dark humor, I would say. That's something I've observed. I don't know what that says about me, and watching films also. Like I love Parasite. Yes. I love Jojo Rabbit. I love American Beauty. Oh my God. I like, so I like that humor. And I think what the special thing about that is you're not cracking a joke. Yes. You're stuck in a situation which is funny. So the skill set of the maker comes in, writers, directors, creators. It's challenging, it's tricky, but it's a lot of fun. So I love that humor, but you need damn good actors to deliver it, yeah, because you have to just say the line. That pitch is so important. You're not trying to act funny, right?
That's
so
true.
That's what. Like चूहे मारने की दवा खाने में डाल दे, जिंदगी भर दारू नहीं पिएगा. You're not cracking a joke. You may find it very funny as an observer, but she's just saying it because she feels like this is the right thing.
She believes in that. It's not like it's coming out as a comic line. She believes in the fact that
because over the years frustration for her, like she's like अरे छोड़ नहीं रही है कब तक कभी छोड़ेगी अच्छा ठीक है यही कर दे अभी कुछ तो कर. It's actually the mother's love, which and that chef played it like that, like she said, listen, अगर अभी she asked me, अगर अभी चूहे मारने की दवा होती तो वो दे देती बदरू को. I said 100%. Play it with that
Oh,
belief, and she played with that belief. So
that's
like she
amazing.
means कि अभी तू नहीं छोड़ेगी उसको तो कैसे छुटकारा पाएंगे? How long are you going to take this from him? It's that frustration, that comes from a place of love, protective
Yes,
love.
it does.
Yeah.
It does. But I was reading an interview of yours where you spoke about Darlings as an antidote to Kabir Singh. Now, I won't stretch on that fact for the headlines, but the current influx of cinema, the South cinema coming to the Bollywood scenario. Tell me, does it bother you that again the machismo or the gusto is celebrated at the cost of half-heartedly written women?
I think the makers have the right to create what they want. The collaborators have a choice to work with them. I think every maker, Kabir Singh, whatever, whoever, I think it is their right to make what they want to make. It doesn't bother me, no. I think if people are making what they want to make, it's up to the audience to decide what works for them and what does not. Frankly, Kabir Singh worked.
It did.
And yeah, okay. And so I am nobody to say whether this should be made or not, that should not be made. It's not. I can talk about my films, the stories I want to tell, what message I want to give or not give, whatever. I could just,
Yes.
I have no issues with films that are just entertaining films. I mean, to each his own. And I watch a lot of films. I watch films that I like, and same way audience watches films that they like. So I think it's up to the audience to decide. The audience is king at the end of the day, and creators should create what they want to create, what they believe in. And I think there is a space for every kind of film. It's not like yehi banna chahiye. There is a space for everything now, especially with OTT and with streaming and theater. There is so many ways you can watch a film. So I feel that.
That's so true. But do you think Darlings could have done better in the theaters? I would have loved to see that film on the big screen. I would have. It's Anil Mehta at the end of the day.
So better. See, I feel like if you tell a story, you want people to watch it. That's your ultimate thing, right? Then, however they receive it. People have watched Darlings.
They have.
And people are watching Darlings, and it's reached places and countries that I cannot imagine. So how would I reach so many countries in one, like on the first day otherwise? So I think I can't say better or worse. I can just say that people, if a film is worth watching, you will find it. Wherever.
That's okay.
You will go and find a way to watch it. However you watch it, whether on your phone, whether in the theater. And I think that is what it is. And Darlings, we've received so much love for it. So I'm very grateful that people are watching and sending me love. And keep sending. Yeah.
That's so true. But Jasmeet, tell me, is there a sequel to this story? Because I am completely invested in Shamsunisa and Zulfi's love angle. I want to see where it goes. Tell me.
अभी नहीं है. I don't know.
Okay.
अभी तो रिलीज हुई है डार्लिंग्स, इस महीने हुई है, तो आई डोंट नो. सोचा नहीं अभी.
बट सोच सकते हैं, राइट?
आप सोचो, आप बताओ.
स्टोरी आपकी है.
I don't know. I really don't know at this stage because you make a film not thinking of a sequel. Firstly, you make a film because you make a film. So let's see. I don't know.